Oh, okay. Because if you notice in the men's room, gentlemen, it says call Cindy for a good time. So I just wanted to know where she was sitting so you guys would know. What's your name? Fran. Hi, Fran. It's great to meet you. It's wonderful I would like to meet all of you. So how do I do this? I have an idea. How about this? I count to 3. You guys shout out your first name. Can you commit to that? Can you get behind that? Does anyone need to look at their driver's license? These are people my age. I'm just, okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. I feel like there's a connection between all of us now. Are you feeling that tight connection? I think we should get together again tomorrow night. How about, everybody write down your name and address and give it to Fran. And then, could you type up a roster in alphabetical order? Did you ever notice people die in alphabetical order? I was noticing that in the obituaries. It happens every single day. I'm rushing. I'm sorry. I'm going to slow down because I haven't even introduced myself, okay? Barb. Yeah, I haven't named the other one yet. And I am 78 years old. I'm actually 47, but I like to say I'm 78 because people clap. No, I really am. I'm 78 years old. I've been on the planet for 78 years, and I don't know what to do with that. It's bizarre. I heard there were people in their 70s and 80s here. Is that true? Isn't it weird? Isn't it? It's so strange. I don't know what direction to go anymore. I look down, my toes are pointing in 5 directions. When did that happen? I spill stuff on myself. I pick a hair off of my skirt, it's attached to my chin. How is this happening? I go to sleep and I spill things on myself too. Anybody else? Just spill things on me. And I go to sleep at night and I'm wearing a mouth guard and, right? You took it and a blinding thing. I can't remember words that well. Words are a problem. Pronouns. People complain about pronouns. I can't even remember nouns. So silly. But what I was noticing is that I wear all the strange stuff to bed. The toe separators. You try those? Oh yeah, those are great for bunions. Bunions! What a disgusting word. Anyway, what I'm realizing, okay, a lot of things. I discovered, first of all, Astroglide makes me sticky. Okay, I'm hearing a lot on that. Some people know what Astroglide is. Isn't it a term for Astroglide? No, yeah. Astroglide is something that older women sometimes use. I don't know why, because I don't do that, but it's weird. The other thing, here's what I've learned about being 78 years old. Simple. Lower your expectations. Lower than you're thinking. Yeah. And wear your breasts where they really are. Lower than you're thinking. Yeah. It's so crazy. Things just happen to your body. Like, I'm sorry, I have a dry mouth. Everything gets dry too, right? Yeah. Lower than you're thinking. It's so weird. I don't know. Life is like, I don't know how to fit in. I went to one of those over 55 communities. Anybody ever live in, visit, and clap if you were involved with an over 55 community. And notice there's not a lot of good energy there coming out. Yeah. There's like the people walking around there keep going, my joints are tight, my joints are tight. And I'm like, roll them looser. Or use a pipe. Something, come on. This is silly. Yeah. And then they tell you your life story. story that ends with, and then in 2006, that's when I passed my first kidney stone. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? This one guy came up to my husband and said, would you join our band? Our drummer is in hospice. I know, it's a weird place. I'm just saying, there's a guy that lives next door to the place you're staying. He's 97 years old. Doesn't hear that well, and he has a girlfriend. And they're shouting at each other. We can hear them shouting at each other. And he's going, honey, it hurts my back when you sit on my boner. What goes on in these places? I know. But everything hurts when you're this age, doesn't it? How many of you hurt? Right now, you hurt. Yes, and more applause. Because I don't know where to hug people because I don't know where they hurt. Right? It's like, oh my, and everything, you know? You just like, and I'm kind of like hurting all the time, okay? I hurt myself all the time. Does that happen to you too? Yeah, all of a sudden I'm bleeding, or I have a bruise. And I don't know what I did for it, and I'm hoping I had a good time. I don't know how these things work, you know? But I don't think I fit into these places, I don't fit in anywhere, frankly. I'm just, because I came from a dysfunctional family. Anybody else? Let's hear dysfunctional families. Did you? Yeah, and they didn't call it that, right? No, I just thought I came from a fucked up family. Lo and behold, we're dysfunctional. I didn't even know my father was a substance abuser. I just thought he was a drunk. Things change, you just don't know, you know. But the other thing that's real confusing for me is, see, I was born Jewish and then raised Catholic, you know, kind of. And that's a lot of guilt. Yeah. And it's not the same guilt, it's two kinds of guilt, right? Because Catholic guilt is everything you enjoy is a sin, right? Jewish guilt is everything you enjoy will hurt your mother. Okay. Well, she used to work as a lifeguard, but they fired her because anytime someone would drown, she would stand at the edge of the pool and go, see? And, oh, you might know her, actually, because she did work for a long time and still gets residuals in show business. She was on 60 Minutes, so you probably know her, yeah. She's the one going... So they sent me to a convent. They sent me to a Catholic girls' school, boarding school convent. And there were like 400 Catholic girls and me, a Jewish girl. I was but actually I think that's where I started performing because they actually cast me in the Nativity play as the Blessed Virgin Mary. Yeah, because there were all those Catholic girls, and then I was the only virgin. So that was clear. I'm thinking, I don't know, I don't mean to say anything negative about religion. I've explored a lot of religions. I think my favorite's probably Buddhism, and it's because they believe that God is inside of you. I'm just not that comfortable with God being in my booty. I'm not a back-end person. I don't. So anyway, I'm trying to figure out more of who I am, and how many of you have spit in a vial and sent it into Ancestry.com? Clap if you have spit in a vial and sent it. And wasn't that just an amazing experience to have? This is what I found out about me. I wrote it down. I want to make sure I get it exactly right, okay? Okay. I am 15% cesarean, 9% Altoid, 11% vegan, 4% Listerine, 6% cellophane. Then I have a whole bunch of family from bulimia. of 1% British. Isn't that so exciting? I didn't know that about me. If I'd known that back then, when Diana and William and those guys were getting married, Megan and whoever, the Marinations, I would have gone, but I didn't know. But now I found out, and guess what I did 2 years ago? Charles became king. That's right. I went to his urination. I saw all the pomps and all the circumstances. It was, the urinity was amazing. It was phenomenal. Yeah, that's pretty much what I found from Ancestry. But then I found out one more thing, which is that I am lactose intolerant. Anybody else lactose intolerant? Clap if you're lactose intolerant. See, and were you bothered by that diagnosis? Did that bother you? Yeah, it bothered me because I don't know anyone from Lactonia. So why would I be intolerant of people from Lactonia? That's so unfair. That would be unfair of me. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to turn my phone on, so I have no idea how much time I'm doing here. Let's see, what else do I want to tell you about? I think that I want to tell you that I'm married. Okay, how many people married? Clap if you're married. Clap if you're married. That's the first time you clap about being married since you got married, isn't it? Yeah. So I am married to Steve. He's around here somewhere. Is that you? Are you over there? He's over there, standing in the aisle. I'm telling you, he is an amazing, amazing guy. He's totally, amazingly autistic, and he's really he has one of those minds that starts working the minute he wakes up. It doesn't stop till breakfast. And he is educated way beyond his intelligence. It's phenomenal. So we have been married for 58 years. And it goes so fast. I mean, it feels more like 56 and a half or something like that, you know? And so the people that are not married, I know what you think. You think you're dating and you're free and easy, and then you get married and you're locked in a cage, and it's not like that, is it? No, not at all. It's more like a slow acid that eats you day by day. You don't know what's left. But I think we have what you would call a traditional marriage because it's 58 years and Steve's been a guy the whole time. And what else? Well, I mean, we didn't have sex before we got married, right? Yeah, because you didn't do that back then, right? Well, some of you did. So I didn't have sex till I was married, and then I got married, and then I had to make up another excuse. So, what else about it? Well, here's another thing. Because it was the 60s when we got married, some of you can relate to this, we did experiment a little bit, in fairness. We tried an open marriage.
Nobody came.
Did you just say nobody came? Speak for yourself. Wow, that's really interesting. I did try being bisexual, in that if he would buy me things, I would have sex with him. Nothing was really worth it. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping I didn't offend anyone when I made a joke about bisexual, because I try really hard to be politically correct. I try really hard to be politically correct. I do. And it's hard. because this started, those of you that are in my age group, this started when I was a teenager, and all of a sudden, we had to be called women instead of girls. Do you guys remember that? All of a sudden, even if someone was 4, they were women, right? And now, I think politically correct for women is bitches and whores. Yeah, it changes. Things change and stay the same, don't they? They just change and stay the same. And, you know, like we're going back to the moon. Did you know that? Or did we go? No, if we missed it, we were gonna go. Well, it's a good thing we're going back to the moon is all I can say, because someone's gotta go rescue Alice Cramden. And those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, Jackie Gleason on The Honeymooners would say, "To the moon, Alice," right? So she's been there a long time. It's a good 60 years. They didn't even get her last time. I don't know. Yeah. I get stuck with I don't remember any of the new names of people, just the old people. Like, I haven't gotten over the fact that Sonny Bono died. Yeah, is anyone having trouble? I didn't like him that much. It wasn't bad. I had this fantasy. Okay, not that kind of fantasy. I had this fantasy that Sonny Bono would marry Yoko Ono. And she would be Yoko Ono Bono, right? And that never happened. I have to let it go. I just have to let that go. And then I just hope that Oprah will marry Deepak Chopra. Oprah Chopra's as good as Yoko Ono. I don't know. I get confused about the present a lot. Like, anyone ever heard of ayahuasca? How many of you have heard of ayahuasca? Quite a few. Take an ayahuasca. You don't have to admit it, it's okay. I'm just trying to understand ayahuasca. You take this drug for enlightenment that makes you throw up. Why would you do that? If I want to throw up, I take off my clothes and I stand in front of a mirror. It's a strange thing. And I'm also trying to keep up with tech. Isn't tech making everyone crazy? It changes constantly. And I spent last night, I'm actually pretty proud of myself, because I spent last night, it took a couple hours, but I uploaded, good word, huh? Uploaded, 3 photos to MySpace. That was really cool to be able to do that. I still don't, I screwed up because I was going to set my thing. I forget things. I'm rusty. Or my parts are rusted. How is that? Is that better? I'm rusted. But not the IUD, because that's copper. Yeah, I'm wondering, what do young people do for birth control now? Do they still use those things? Are they still? They can have mine. I don't need it. I'm just because I think what they're using for birth control is sexting. Yeah. Do you think you can get pregnant on unprotected sexting? With that, I don't even know. So that wasn't that funny, Steve. What happens is, they say once you go gray, your memory goes away. Which is why I dye my hair. And I think it's working. I think it is. What was I talking about? Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you. I hate cocks. Anyone else? Hey, does anyone maybe you don't have them. Maybe you have Spectrum or AT&T or one of those other ones that give you your internet. But I have cocks, and I hate cocks. And I'll tell you why I hate them. 3 good reasons to hate cocks. They're never there when you need them. They sell you this on this big package, and it's very small. And then they tell you they have speedy delivery, and they go on and on and on. So I am just thinking I'm going to cut off top cocks entirely. that's just what I'm hoping to do there. But I was talking about Steve, yeah, Steve is the husband. Did I tell you that? Yeah, okay. So he's into marriage. I mean, we joke about it and stuff, but he likes marriage too, because he's always saying marriage isn't that bad if you don't mind having sex once a year. And I kind of would like to know who he's having sex with. Yeah, that's kind of a bother for me, you know. But it's like it's not like we have sex once a year. I mean, that's not the way it is. We had sex the one time, and then once a year we watch the video. But you know what's great? Now we watch it backwards. Because, yeah, we look great putting our clothes back on. That totally works. But I remember the one time that we did have sex. It was our 10th wedding anniversary. I saved myself. I told you I had to come up with another excuse, so that was it. I saved myself, and on our 10th wedding anniversary, we did it, and he was complaining already because he said my toes were going like this, which was totally his fault because he didn't take off my pantyhose. And if you think AstroGlide or AstroTurf are bad, that did not feel good. I'm just saying. That doesn't feel good. And the other thing I learned about him is that he's way more inhibited than I knew. He kept going, close the door, turn off the lights, close the door, turn off the lights, which made me bang my head on the steering wheel. But we support each other. I mean, that's what you have to do in marriage. You have to support each other, you have to be there for each other, am I right? Yeah, like we were coming over here tonight, and we got stopped by a cop because Steve wasn't wearing his seatbelt. And he puts his seatbelt on like real quick, you know. And the cop comes over and says, you were not wearing that seatbelt when you were driving. And Steve goes, yeah, I was, ask her. Yeah, it's on me, right? But I'm a really, you know, supportive wife, so I just tried to settle everything down. And I said, you know, officer, it's just better not to argue with Steve when he's been drinking. So, yeah, that was fair. Yeah, that was good. So, I don't know. I probably need to wrap this up because I have no idea how long I've been out here, but what I do want to say that, so we're, you know, we're very connected. Steve and I are very connected. We grew up together. We've been married forever. We went through menopause together. We raised kids. We did all of that. And what you have to realize is the world is crazy, but it's always been crazy. It might be crazier now. I don't know. But I remember as a kid, I would go to the post office with my mother, and there were pictures of people that were wanted by the FBI. And I would say to my mother, why don't they just arrest those people when they're taking their pictures? And here's another thing. I was very big into giving clothing to the unhoused. Isn't that good? I said unhoused. Yeah, that's politically good, isn't it? Yeah, unhoused. Anyway, we've been giving clothing to them. How many of you do that? Yeah, you think that's good, don't you? Yeah, you're so proud of yourself. Well, here's what I realized. They don't have closets to put them in. And I think we should be giving them the closets that the gay people came out of. That's a lot of wasted space. I'm just saying. And there's one other thing that I don't understand, okay? Steve, you know him now. And did you notice he wears a captain's hat? Yeah, his head is shaped like that. No, he's a good sailor. He knows how to break wind. He's amazing. But he has dandruff. Bad dandruff, okay? And the doctor told me to give him Head and Shoulders, and I cannot figure out how to give him shoulders. I understand.
Hey, Barb. Hey, Barb.
Yes?
You could do a little work on that other one.
He said I could do a little work on that other one.
Never mind.
Put it on your bucket list, honey. Yeah. No, I don't even have a bucket list. The only thing I cared about when I got old is I did want to be a grandmother, and I am, and I'm so lucky. Yes! I'm so lucky to be a grandmother. And it's just, it's the coolest thing. But you do have to child-proof the house, and it doesn't work that well because they still get in. And then I had girls, now boys, and they're different. Any of you have girls or boys and you know the difference? Yeah? I didn't know that. But I should have figured it out because men are different than women. I mean, come on. And I'm more and more starting to feel sorry for men because I think they have a limited thing that we don't realize, women. They don't get multiple orgasms. They just have the one. You know, that's all they have. That's nothing. That's it. I mean, we've got inside and outside, and we've got the affirmative orgasm, you know, the oh yes, yeah. And we've got the religious orgasm, oh God. And then we've got the fake orgasm, oh Steve. I want you to give him a hand because he's such a good sport. And he turned 80. And that means, well, I just want to tell you guys this. I have had sex with an 80-year-old. Do you think I should tell him? You just don't know. You don't know. But anyway, the grandparenting thing, the best thing about being well, you have girls, right? And you build trust and a relationship and communication, and you have boys and you build a bomb shelter. It's kind of different. But the thing I'm looking forward to is my children being parents of a teenager. Yes! So how many clap if you have raised a teenager in your lifetime? And again, the last time you will clap for raising a teenager. Okay, so here's the thing. You have a baby and they're so cute and sweet and it's all wonderful. And then they're toddlers and they're walking and you're so into it and they go to school and they come home from school and they tell you how the day was and they tell you everything. And then they turn into teenagers and they change. And you don't get a warning. No, you don't find out. They just, I guess, stop telling you things. Well, I was cleaning my 16-year-old daughter's bedroom. I found a box of condoms in her room. I know. Talk about a change. I didn't even know she had a dick. When? I think she'd have told me something. You know, that's the thing. You just don't know. But I'm going to say goodnight to you guys now, and I would just like to say, I love this man, and it's not like it used to be. You have to realize that when you've been married for a long time, things slow down. It's not the same. I remember when we were very young into our marriage, I remember going in the bedroom one time, and I go, Steve, take off my blouse. Steve, unzip my skirt. Now, slowly roll down my pantyhose. And I don't want you wearing my clothes anymore.